Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. This is how to change the settings from a listed pitcher to an action pitcher in baseball, and how that all works and why you sometimes get a baseball bet canceled. Let me explain all that. Go to baseball here. It comes up. Now, the first team is always the away team. The second team is always the home team. This pitcher listed on the left-hand side will be the away team's pitcher. All of these pitchers, this Louder is the Reds pitcher, and Myers is the Marlins pitcher. The home team's pitcher will always be the right-handed pitcher, or not the right-handed pitcher, the pitcher on the right-hand side. Then the dash R is telling you he's right-handed. Dash R, this guy's right-handed, this guy's left-handed, and so on. You'll see the switches. You know, Weathers is a left-hander. That's just giving you a little bit of information there. But if you if we place a bet right here, place all three bets on these, we can go into them and look a little closer. We'll continue. Now we can pull down here, and it's showing us that we've got listed pitcher listed on every one, right? Weathers is listed. It shows listed here. It shows listed here. Myers is listed. That means if there's a pitching change, either pitcher, if there's a pitching change, these bets are going to cancel. All these bets would cancel. Nothing would happen because you have that. Your bet has to have this pitcher listed to continue on. So we clear those off. Now we take this off right here. Now we've got a listed pitcher of Myers, and meaning we'll take the Yankees, or we'll take this bet no matter who the Yankees start. That's what that means. We're going to take action here. Okay. Now if we again bet this on this side, this bet, the total bet, and the spread bet will not ever allow you to do action, because this number, this 7.5, is determined by the pitchers, the combined pitchers ERA. That's how they figure that. And then the same thing with the run line or the spread. It's listed as spread. It's also called a run line, but that's also figured on the pitchers. So when it changes, this will not be an option. Only this pick, only this bet would be allowed. And now we can see this over here, right? Again, if we open them all up, this bet right here is the run line. You see it says listed and listed. Even though we didn't have Weathers listed, it said listed right here. Right now down here, this is the total under 7.5. You see it says listed and listed. Even though we didn't have Weathers listed, it wasn't an option. It's telling you that's what you can't do. Now right here, this is the money line. It's minus 200. You see listed for Myers. That's what we had. We had him checked. Now we didn't have Weathers checked, so it's action. So say this bet goes off and Weathers gets pulled, or doesn't start rather, and a different pitcher, say a rookie. This bet right here may go from minus 200 to plus 200, and this right here, our risk amount will stay the same. Your risk amount will always stay the same, but your win amount is what would change. They're not going to change your risk amount. You've told the computer what you want to risk, but you've told them you want action no matter what happens. So this number would change, and then this would be recalculated. So if it went from minus 200 to plus 200, you'd win $400 or whatever the math of it is. I'm not doing that right now, but whatever the math is, that's what you would win if that was to change. But that's the way they bet. These don't carry over. You know, you can't. The listed pitcher, action pitcher, these are always going to change. Some guys will bet an over, and that will happen, but this pitcher will have not started, and that bet cancels, and that angers some guys. But the bet, this just can't go on if the pitcher changes. Sometimes they will change the pitcher soon enough that a new line will be laid, and you can go in and bet it on the pitcher that they currently have. Oftentimes that doesn't happen fast enough. It's game time before they realize this happens, and you just won't have the option. But look here, if we do this and we bet this bet now, you will see that they're both listed as action. Action. That means it doesn't matter who starts this game, we're going to have this bet. All that's going to change is this calculation here. If this pitcher is they change it to a really good pitcher, this may go down to 400. And then you're going to risk 200 to win 50, and vice versa. It just changes. They will change this, and what you're telling them is, I want this bet. So say you're really confident in the Yankees lineup, and you're not so worried about the pitchers. This is maybe a situation that you do that because you're confident in the lineup, so you don't care about the pitchers. You're going to take the action no matter what. That's the way that works, you know. You can do this within a parlay. If you go to a parlay here, and we have not NBA, go to baseball, and you see it selected there, and say we want to do that team and that team, and this one we're really confident. We don't care who the Yankees start, and this one we want the Rangers, but we actually want the pitchers to start just like that. We can leave it all just like this, and now again it shows you. That's where we selected. We took it off. We have action on that one. The rest of them, the listed pitchers have to start. You can kind of tell it that, you know. Say we didn't do this one right. Oh, we want to delete that one, and we want to go back and we leave that one, and we don't want this pitcher. We want to take the bet no matter what happens to that pitcher. We want the other team. We can go back in and put it back in, and now we have action on this Louder, but we have listed on Rocker. And it's the same way up here. We have action on this. And action means this pitcher doesn't have to start the game. You're going to get action. It's not a must start. When you have listed, another term for listed is must start. That's the way it works, you know. So you put your parlay in, and that's that. You can do it in a parlay or you can do it straight up. But again, these totals don't matter. If you do it like this and we take all of these off, say you just want to gamble, and you want to take all of them off, so you want action on these two and you want the total and the run line, you go over here. It's not going to give it to you. It's listed. It tells you here. A lot of guys don't see this, don't check this, don't understand this, but it's listed. Those pitchers, those listed pitchers must start. These pitchers must start this game for this bet to take place. And the same thing here. That's just the way it goes. You can't change it for the total or the spread. Only the money line matters. When you want action, you can take it off here and bet this bet. I did a parlay, so that's why it's done this. It'll, I can leave one open spot right here. But it's going to show you that you have action. And that's the way it works in baseball with the listed pitchers. You'll see them. The default is that you have a listed pitcher. That's the default. That's why every time you come up, they will be checked like this. If you're betting more on the lineup and you don't care about what pitcher starts, you can take them off and you'll get that bet no matter who starts the pitch or who starts the game. What pitcher starts the game for the Milwaukee Brewers in Game 2? If you have that checked off right there, that's what you'll get. And same thing, but right now you're telling them that I want this S. Lugo to start the second game for the Kansas City Royals. If this guy doesn't start, this bet will cancel, no matter what happened over here. But if you take that one off, now you're going to have this action on this game, no matter what happens. Again, the total and the spread do not work that way. This pitcher must start for the Brewers to have this action right here. And this pitcher must start for the Royals for this bet to take place. When you see that canceled, that's what happened. And that's how the action and listed pitcher thing works in baseball.